Welcome to the F5 Application Security Manager, Web Application Firewall Demo Series. In this demo we'll show how to use BIG-IPASM, F5's industry-leading web application firewall, to create secure